You know, as a journalist, one of the things that's most important to me is transparency and information. And my belief is that I am beholden to no one in terms of what I share and what I don't share and what I investigate, except for the public at large. I believe that as a journalist, my job is to provide information, whether people like it or don't like it. And there are some people who don't like what you do, and some people who love what you do, and that the same people will swap spots depending on what the story is. One of the questions, one of the issues that was raised by people who were attacking the Thompson piece is they were saying, look, this Swann guy's been talking about these documents that were handed over by Dr. Thompson to William Posey and Congressman Posey, and saying, he says there are thousands of documents, even 100,000 documents that have been handed over, and yet no one's ever seen these documents. They've been out for over a year, and yet where are they? They don't really exist. And so one of the claims was that this whole thing is made up. As a journalist, that bothers me. It bothers me because, candidly, I haven't seen the documents either. Maybe they're right. Maybe they don't exist. So the next step for me was to contact Congressman Posey and say, I would like to have the documents. Please release to me all those documents. And I'll let your listeners know that Congressman Posey has complied with that request for the documents. And so now have copies of all of the information that Thompson handed over to Congress. We're going through that information right now. We're studying it, and we will be releasing that information at some point to the public. Again, because it's not my information. It doesn't belong to me. It is my job, I believe, as a journalist to share that information. I want to do it in a responsible way, but it will be shared with the public because I believe they have a right to know. And again, the CDC should have done this themselves a long time ago. They should have come clean with it. They didn't. Dr. Thompson could have come clean on his own, but he didn't. He's gone through the channels and based on what his attorneys told him. But as a journalist, I have the ability to share that information. And that's one of the reasons that we've established Truth in Media Project and truthinmedia.com is so that truth can reach the public. So stay tuned for that because very soon you are going to have access to those documents yourself.